This is a Toyota Fortuner, and if you live in South Africa, you've probably seen hundreds of them on the road. That's because they're tough, spacious, and hold their resale value better than most cars on the road. But with so many drivetrain, transmission, and engine combinations, which one should you actually buy? Well, in this video today, we're going to try our best to break it down for you so you can make a more informed decision. But before we get into all of that, let's take a look at the evolution of the Toyota Fortuner, because its story tells a very important part of its evolution. Let's go. The Toyota Fortuner launched in South Africa in 2006 as a rugged body-on-frame SUV based on the very popular Hilux. It came with 2.7-litre and 4-litre petrol engines, as well as the durable 2.5-litre and 3-litre D4D diesel engines. These early engines were solid, though a bit unrefined. In 2016, the second generation arrived, with sleeker styling, better comfort, and new GD6 engines, the 2.4-litre and 2.8-litre diesels. The 2.8 received a notable power boost in 2020. It went from 130 kilowatts to 150 kilowatts, and the torque also increased from 450 newton meters to 500 newton meters on automatic models. Facelifts in 2020 and 2022 added nice refresh styling and tech, plus the introduction of a more luxurious VX trim. Special editions like the Epic Black and Legender were also released in some markets. And now, just over 2 decades have gone by, and the Toyota Fortuner has evolved from a rugged bucky-based SUV into a sort of do-it-all family-type vehicle, and South Africans just can't get enough of it. Alright, now let's have a look at where the Fortuner sits in the market and who typically buys one. The Toyota Fortuner belongs to the large SUV segment. It's bigger and more capable than soft road crossovers like the RAV4, but also more affordable and utilitarian than luxury SUVs. It's one of the few ladder frame SUVs in this segment, competing against vehicles like the Ford Everest, the Isuzu MU-X, and of course the Mitsubishi Pajero Sport. Buyers love it for Toyota's rock-solid reputation, high resale value, and its robust underpinnings, of course. According to multiple reports, it's one of South Africa's top resale performers. If you want something that's part family wagon, part adventure rig, the Fortuner is where most people land up. Alright, now let's talk about power and efficiency, because not all Fortuners drive the same. Early Fortuners featured the 2.5-litre and 3-litre D4D diesels, which was reliable but a little bit gruff by modern standards. In 2016, Toyota introduced the GD6 diesel engines, which is the ones we see on the roads today. The 2.4-litre GD6, this was efficient and ideal for city and highway driving. Then you got the 2.8-litre GD6, stronger, better for towing and long-haul trips. In 2020, the automatic version of the 2.8 GD6 was upgraded to 150 kilowatts and 500 newton meters of torque. All Fortuners come with 6-speed gearboxes after 2016, either manual or automatic, and most variants offer either rear-wheel drive or part-time 4x4. If you do a lot of towing or long-distance travel, the 2.8 GD6 will be the best one for you. If fuel saving is key, the 2.4 will serve you well. Alright guys, now here's where it gets really tricky. Trims, specs, and what you actually get. Let's go. At the time of the Fortuner's launch in South Africa in 2006, there were only 2 available engine options. That being the 3-litre D4D and the 4-litre V6 petrol. In terms of the 3-litre D4D at this time, you could only get it in a 5-speed manual transmission. So if you wanted a 2006, a 2007, or a 2008 automatic transmission, you would have had to go for the 4-litre V6. These were also all available in both 4x4 and 2x4. Then in 2009, the first facelift arrived, bringing refreshed styling and improved cabin comfort. They also introduced a 4-speed automatic transmission for the 3-litre D4D variant, electronic stability control, and increased the size of the fuel tank from 65 litres to 80 litres. This was also the time when they introduced the Epic trim, but only on the V6 petrol models. Then in 2011, a new 2.5-litre D4D engine was added to the lineup as a base model, which was only available in a manual transmission up until 2012, when they finally gave us a 4-speed automatic version. There was also a limited edition that was introduced mid-2013 up until September, which comprised of branded stainless steel nudge bar and side steps, chrome mirror caps, and a few other minor trim differences. Also in late 2013, Toyota finally updated the horrific and outdated interior from light beige to a darker, more modern looking interior. With this much needed interior update also came a new multimedia system with a bigger display. Then from 2014 to 2015, the Fortuner reached its final changes that would be done to its first generation. They added black detailing to the head and tail lights, teardrop-shaped fog light bezels, and chrome mirror caps now as standard. There were also a few Fortuners in this time that got the Epic and limited edition treatment, which again just gave you some extra trim details. But that's basically all you need to know about the first generation. Then in 2016, the much anticipated second generation Fortuner launched globally, and this is where the big shift happened. The Fortuner became much more stylish and modern and appealed to a now younger generation. The old 2.5 D4D and 3-litre D4D engines were dropped, mostly in favor of Toyota's new GD6 engines. From 2016 up until November 2020, the second generation Fortuner gave us 4 engine options. You got the 4-litre V6 petrol engines, which remained on the lineup, a new naturally aspirated 2.7-litre VVTi engine that was added, and 2 new GD6 diesel engines, that being the 2.4 and 2.8-litre GD6s. In November 2020, the 4-litre V6 and 2.7-litre VVTi petrol engines were both dropped from the range, as they did not nearly reach the sales figures that the new GD6 engines were getting. So these were sadly the last petrol engines to ever go inside a Fortuner again. From 2021 up until the time of this recording, the Fortuner has been kept quite simple, giving us options of either a 2.4-litre GD6, a 2.8-litre GD6, and from 2025, a new 2.8-litre GR Sport GD6. All GD6s are turbocharged diesel engines, with a 2.8 GR Sport giving us the highest trim with the best performance, and the VX trim sitting just under that. Now, if you're looking to buy a used Toyota Fortuner, the 2.8-litre GD6 Auto, which is the one we're in today, is a great balance of power and features. But if your budget really allows it, I'd be looking at the VX trim. It's an absolute treat. Alright guys, now what's it going to cost to run a Fortuner? Well, let's break it down. Alright, let's have a look at real world fuel consumption. If you're looking at the 2.4-litre GD6, you're looking at around 8.5 litres per 100 kilometers. If you're looking at the 2.8-litre GD6, you're looking at around 9.5 litres per 100 kilometers. So about 1 litre difference between the two per 100 kilometers. Now, of course, tires are SUV grade and pricier than those of hatchbacks, of course. Services are also going to be more expensive than something like a Corolla. But Toyota's dealer network and parts availability will make ownership less stressful. Now, in terms of insurance and annual licensing fees, these can be noticeably higher on the higher trims like the 2.8-litre VX model. In terms of typical pricing as of 2026, for the first generation you can pay anything between 160 all the way up to 360,000 Rand. For the second generation, which ran from 2016 all the way up to 2026, you're looking at anything from 360,000 all the way up to 800,000, and even up to 1 million Rand for the GR Sport. And in terms of the third generation, well, those figures will be released later this year. Now, of course, it's not the cheapest SUV to run. We've got Chinese vehicles nowadays for that. But considering its size, its capabilities, and of course its resale value, it's pretty hard to beat. So guys, who should actually buy a Toyota Fortuner? Well, it's perfect for families who love to travel, need 7 seats, or live in areas with poor roads, like most of us in South Africa. It's also ideal if you want one car that does everything: commuting, off-roading, holidaying, and towing. If you're more into smooth city driving, comfort first rides, or cutting-edge technology, something like the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid might just suit you better. If you're looking for one vehicle that tackles almost anything South African life throws at you, the Fortuner just makes sense. So that's our little buyer's guide on the legendary Toyota Fortuner. We hope this video helped you narrow down which Fortuner you should go for. Let us know in the comment section down below which trim or year model would you go for, and also which buyer's guide would you like us to do next. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Jeremy Moser. If you enjoyed today's video, smash the like button down below and subscribe for more videos coming out just like this. Thanks guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Happy driving.